Thank you for coming out today to listen to my final speech for speech class. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. Would you like to be a special friend to a boy or girl who needs some attention? Would you like to make a little child's day brighter? Would you enjoy taking a child for a shopping trip or hanging out with them, enjoying some of their activities? Big Brothers Big Sisters match caring adults with children and teens who need support and encouragement. I became interested in this organization several years ago when I saw a sign out in someone's yard that had the name of the organization on it, Big Brothers Big Sisters. I wondered what it was, what they do, and over time I found out a little bit about it. And then this past summer at the 4-H fair, I talked to one of their representatives and I learned some more specific information about them. And then for this speech, I did some research online and I want to share some of this information with you this afternoon that I found on their website, which is bbbs.org. Big Brothers Big Sisters.org. Pretty easy to remember if you want to look up some more about them. They have been working with children for over 100 years, from ages 6 to 18. They, as I said before, they match caring adults with children that have a special need for companionship. Big Brothers Big Sisters has had lifelong impacts on children, changing their lives for the better. I have a couple examples of those friendships. When 5th grade Mondre and his mother were introduced to Mondre's big brother, they thought they had hit the jackpot. They bonded over sports, over trying out new restaurants, going to sports events. And in Mondre's words, "My big brother is family to me and will always be a part of my life." Another match was Jasmine and Jesse. Jasmine had the habit of skipping school whenever she felt like it, and of course her grades were suffering. Well, they matched her up with a woman named Jessie, and this woman, when she learned that maybe Jasmine had missed the bus or for some reason hadn't gotten to school, she went to her house and took her to school, talked to her, encouraged her about how it was important for her to get good grades. And over time, Jasmine became an amazing student. By the time she graduated, she was valedictorian of her graduating class. Jasmine says, "Big Sister Jessie is the extra motivation I need sometimes for whenever I change my mind and want to give up." So here in our community, there are kids and teens who need special companionship. Perhaps both of parents work, or perhaps they only have one parent due to divorce, deployment, or maybe death. Maybe the children or the teens live in poverty levels, or when they just need some extra encouragement. They may have challenges academically or physically. So all of these things create a special need in children and teens, and it helps them so much to have another caring adult in their lives. There's children all around us that need special attention and need to know that they're special and that they're loved. Some of the changes that Big Brothers Big Sisters have seen in the kids and teens that they've worked with are 46% fewer use illegal drugs. 27% fewer begin using alcohol. 52% skip school. 33% fewer will hit someone or start a fight. So, would you like to be a part of a change like this in someone's life? First of all, you will have to do a background check. You will have to answer some questions, and I have the enrollment application here. I'm going to give it to you at the end of this this class. You have to also be at least 18 years old or older. And then after you complete some of these questions, such as name and address, just some basic information like that, your telephone number, you will have to ask, there's some questions on here like, do you have reliable transportation? Do you have any weapons or guns in your house? Do you have pets? Any pets that would be dangerous to children? Medical problems? Have you ever been arrested or convicted of a crime? Do you speak any other languages other than English? And so those are some of the questions that you'll be answering on your application. And then if they accept you as a volunteer, they will match you up with a child that has similar interests, and you will first of all spend an hour a week with them at the school, talking to them, listening to their problems and things that they're doing, participating in some of their activities. You will just basically build a friendship with them. Eventually, you will be allowed to invite them on maybe a shopping trip, as I mentioned before, maybe going to church, other family activities that you would be doing. One of the questions that you possibly would have is, do I pay for this with my own money, such as a shopping trip or taking them out to eat, something like that? And that is a good question, and something that we need to research more, and you could ask them when you turn in your application. Our teens and children are an important part of our community. They are our future policemen, firemen, doctors, and nurses. They will become our judges, mayors, teachers, and state representatives. A part of the mission statement of Big Brothers Big Sisters organization states, when children and teens have the influence of caring adults, they are more likely to avoid risky behavior and focus on academics. You are one of those caring adults that can influence the next generation of our community. Now here I have a copy of the application and some of the questions that they'll be asking you, and then here's some more information on, and I think a newsletter on their organization. Thank you so much for coming out today, and I'll be glad to help you with any further questions that you have.